Alright, welcome back to the Crabby Dice. Today we're looking at the networks, which you can tell from the box. We're trying to run our own TV station. Alright, pretty simple. Alright, so this is a fantastic tableau building card drafting game. This is going to be the full playthrough video. Click on the link below if you want to see the setup and rules breakdown, or if you want to see the review. And, you know, like usual, 3 things before we start. Please like, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel. That'll be great. Let's go. Alright, welcome to the networks playthrough. Alright, so this is going to be a 3-player game like I do in all my playthroughs. I'm going to be red playing against green and blue, so as you can see I'm going to be first player, so I started with a bit less money, but I get to choose first. Alright, so if you've not watched one of my playthroughs before, just follow along. I'm going to teach you the rules as I go, but halfway through I'll try to speed it up so that we can get to the end game and you can see how it ends. Alright, so I get to pick first, and what am I going to pick? Now, essentially there's 6 different actions you can do in this game, but 4 of them just relate to the 4 different card types, and you're going to see that as we go. And one of them is to attach stuff to your shows, and then the last one is passing. Alright, so you're going to see all that stuff in the first round. Alright, so what do I want to do first? I think because I start with the least amount of money and I do want to grab one of these shows, and most of them all have ads, I'm going to go get a better ad to slot into that show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these 2. Doesn't really matter, they're exactly the same. I mean, the top left tells you how much money you're going to get from the bank right away. The top right is when you attach it to a show, what you're going to get at the end of the round. So this is 2 and 2. And at the bottom, there's a sort of thing you have to have. So this one says, have it attached to a show that it's on its preferred time slot, which is going to happen for sure in the first round, because you can pretty much put a show in any time slot, because all of these shows that you start with are all garbage, so it doesn't really matter. So if you don't meet that requirement, you're basically attaching it with a 0, which is not good. All right, so I'm just going to take this one here. I'm going to add it to my green room. So whenever you take a star or an ad, they go into your green room. All right, so I'm going to add this to my green room. And like I said before, I'm going to get $2 million from the bank right away. I'm going to go here, take $2 million bucks, and boom, just like that, I did my first action of the game. All right, so now the second player is going to go. And I think what they're gonna do is, this actor is not great. Well, there are 2 sci-fi shows, so if he gets this actor, that would be actually pretty good for them. If the show has ads, you rotate it, so you don't want to have ads. I think what they're gonna do, they're gonna develop a show right away, because they noticed that there's only 1 8 o'clock show, 2 9 o'clock shows, and 2 10 o'clock shows. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna slot in the 8 o'clock show so that they'll be open to maybe get another show later on. All right, so they're gonna grab the 8 o'clock show. Alright, and let's look at a show, any show here as an example. Just look at the anatomy of a show. On the right here, these are the points or viewers that you're pretty much going to score at the end of the season. We'll get to that much later at the end of the season when we all pass. Alright, but this is the cost to sort of develop the show. So he's going to have to pay $1 million to the bank. Boom, done. Alright, this is how much he's going to have to pay at the end of the season. We'll get to that later again. This is the type of show. This is where you would want to slot it in. Alright, 8 p.m. because we do have 3 different slots. We got 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. Sorry about the lag. Alright, and if you don't slot in at 8, you're only going to score 7 points, but if you do slot in at 8, you'll get 9. So there's not much of a difference with this type of show, but other shows there could be a massive difference. Alright, and essentially the most important part is, if you look down here, if it's a colored square, means you must attach that type of thing to the show to even develop it. So we each start with an ad and a actor. Alright, so they're going to take their ad, right, because this one needs an ad, and they're going to slot it in to the show. Alright, and as you can see here, this is ready to go. So he's going to slot this in at his 8 o'clock. And we'll do that right away. Boom, and that was their turn. Alright, now we're going to jump on to the third player. And I think the third player is going to take one of the stars. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to go grab the children's host over here. So this one's going to cost $1 million, and they're going to put this in their green room. So there's $1 million bucks. And just like that, we all did an action. Now it's back to me. Alright, now what do I want to do? Now I did take an ad before, so I could grab one of these shows with an ad like this one or this one. You know, that might not be a bad idea. This one is actually pretty good because it's going to score a bunch of its points right at the start. Then after that I can cancel it and it's just going to score nothing, right? So I think what I'm going to do is, you know, develop an action show. Alright, so let's do that. So I'm going to develop this action show. So you're going to see this one is an action show. It's going to want to go at 10 p.m. I need to pay $1 million for this. So let me take $1 million bucks and it's toss it into the bank. Alright. And this one needs an ad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that ad that I previously had, that I previously bought, and I'm going to slot it in like this because I'm going to satisfy this, which says rotate unless the show is in its preferred time slot, but I'm going to slot this in at 10 p.m. Alright, so let's go to my board here. So this is my 10 o'clock slot. Basically remove the black cube that's there, and whatever show that was previously there is going to get rotated and put into your reruns. Right, and then my new show is going to be right over there, and this cube is going to go on the first spot, which indicates season 1, because as the show ages, it's going to go to season 2, then season 3, and then season 4. And as you can see, at season 3 and 4, the viewers do not really like the show anymore. And this show is called Very Charismatic Explosions, which is pretty funny. Alright, so there you go. That was my turn. Then we're going to jump to second player. And they already developed a show. I mean, they can develop another one because they do have a star. So did they rush and get this, or did they go get something else? What I think they're going to go do is get the actor who wants sci-fi, because they're going to maybe try to get 3 sci-fi shows to get the genre bonus right away. There's a couple of ways to do this. I mean, sure, let them get the cult sci-fi actor. They're gonna put this in their green room. Alright, just gonna go on to the next player. And what the next player is gonna do is they're gonna look around. I think some of these cards over here are pretty good. And what they're gonna do is grab this action card, because I just realized this is a really good one, because it's an ongoing ability that you can always do. And this one allows them to do a pass action after an action instead of waiting for the next turn to pass. And they're going to get 2 points every time they do that. So that's a really good power. Maybe I should have taken that, but that's going to go through the third player. So let's just put it right over here so I don't forget that it's there. Alright, so that was their turn. We all did 2 actions each. Now, at any point, somebody can pass and you're going to go get money and go to the drop in budget. But, you know, there's a lot of cards left, and usually people don't start passing until the cards dwindle down and you really don't have a choice of what to get. Now, next, I mean, I can go get another ad, which wouldn't be so bad. So I can try to generate a lot of money, stay behind, so I would go first, getting my choice of stuff. Or I can go get an actor. You know what? I like that idea. Let me just keep going. You know, actually, when developing show, attach a star. You can have 2 extra stars. I could have got one of these cards. The knockoff card is really good, but this is like the best end game card in the world, because basically you can score for somebody else's show instead of your own show. This card can make you instantly win at the end game if you play it smart. So what I'm gonna do is, but I don't want to hold on to it forever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna get that other ad that I picked up previously. It's pretty much the same power, and that one's gonna give me 2 million. So we get 2 million bucks. All right, so I'm gonna try to get a lot of shows with a lot of ads, I guess. All right, so that was my turn. That's gonna go on to the next player. All right, so the second player is gonna go, and you know what? That sci-fi show is still there, and it works perfectly with that sci-fi character they bought last turn. So they're gonna slot this in, and just to show you how this works, again. All right, so this character here, it says rotate unless the show is sci-fi, but it is sci-fi, so they're gonna not have to rotate it, which is, you're gonna notice that whenever you rotate a card, it's much worse than what it normally is. So instead of getting 2, 2, 2, 2, they're actually gonna get 4, 4, 3. So they're gonna slot this in like this. All right, now they're gonna make 12 instead of 10. All right, so they're gonna slot this in at 10 p.m. obviously to get the higher bonus. So they're gonna put this in. All right, next is gonna be the third player. And since they don't have a show yet, they're gonna rush in and get a show, because you do really need to get at least 1 show per round. All right, so what do they want? The 9 o'clock or the 9 o'clock? I think they're gonna take a 9 o'clock one. That sounds about right. So do they want this one or this one? This one's only gonna score 7. This one's gonna score 11. I think it's obvious to get the better one. Does that just make sense? Sure, let's do that. So they're gonna get the action show here at the 9 o'clock slot. They're gonna slot this in, and this one needs an ad. So they're gonna go get their basic ad. So they're gonna get this, and they're gonna slot it in. So this is gonna basically net to 0, so they won't have to pay any money. And their ad was the hipster gaming console, which is hilarious. All right, so they're gonna do this, and they're gonna slot it in at 9. So that. Okay, so everyone did that action. Now it's back to me. Let's see, what do I have? I have a couple of ads. I have a basic actor. I mean, I can grab this and then cancel it like in the next few seasons because it's kind of garbage. But looking around the table, I can play this strategically. I know the second player has a spot for this show, but he doesn't have, I don't think he's going to do that because he'd probably want to get something else. Now the third player just got a 9 p.m. show, so they're not going to take this for sure. So I think I can wait on taking this card. All right. Also, I do already have 2 ads. I don't think I'm going to take an ad. So I'm going to pretty much choose between taking an actor, because I don't really have a better actor. I just have my starting actor, or one of these starting cards, network cards, which are basically action cards. So I'm thinking between getting this one or the socially conscious star. The problem with her is she's kind of garbage. You pay 3 million, it's only a bonus of 2. Meanwhile, this one's 5 and you get a bonus of 4, which is huge. And you really, normally, you'd want the huge bonuses on the first 2, because by the third one you're canceling the show, so you don't really care about the third spot here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this card and save it for the end of the game, and this is going to come in handy. If you tune in till the end of the game, you'll see when I play it. Alright, so this one you won't see it for a while, but this is going to be my action. Alright, and I'm going to play it all the way down here, just as a reminder that I have it. Alright, so that was my turn. Now we're going to go to the second player. And the second player, since they don't have an ad, I think they're just going to take this ad, and maybe they'll get an ad next turn, so that when they slot this in, they won't have to rotate it. But they're going to take this, and they're going to make 2 million bucks. Alright, now it's going to be the third player's turn. They're definitely not going to take this. So now what they're going to do is they're going to use their special ability, which I'm going to read again. So they get to do an action. Alright, you may immediately drop and budget after an action. Discard to get 2 viewers after you... Oh, you'd have to discard this. Maybe, you know what, they're going to keep this for a later round. Yeah, they're going to keep that for a later round. So what they're going to do is, they already have 2 actors. They don't really want to, although they have 2 actors, maybe they should get this one so they can attach a ton of actors to a show in the future to score a ton of points. Because these actors, to be honest, they're not fantastic. They're pretty terrible. So what they're going to do is they're going to take the all-star cast card. Alright, then it jumps back to my turn. And I got a couple of choices. Do I take one of these guys? Or, actually, I wanted to take this one, right? I think it was a no-brainer. So let's do that. So I'm going to take this. It's going to slot into my 9 p.m. slot. Alright, so it's definitely going to go there. But, okay, so now when it's gray, it means you could attach a star, you could attach an ad, or you could attach nothing. So I have options here. What do I want to do? Boy, not great options. You know what I'm gonna do, just so I can make some money? I'm just gonna put my very basic ad. All right, and I'm gonna attach my very basic ad, so at least it'll generate me $1 million. So this is gonna go away. Slot that in right there, and this is gonna go into my reruns. Alright, normally when I play while I'm doing this, I'm calculating what my viewership is going to be for the score, but because we're going to score it together, I'm not going to do that. We're going to do it together. Alright, there you go. That was my action. It's going to go on to the second player over here. And I think what he's going to do is going to pass. Alright, so by passing, what you're going to do is you're going to take your marker and you're going to go into the drop in budget, which is $7 million. So that's what they're going to make, $7 million. I just lost that $5 million chip somewhere. Alright, next is gonna go to the next player, and I mean they already have 2 stars. I mean, what's another star? Plus they have that card to add a lot of stars. So what they're gonna do is, you know, they're gonna go all out and they're gonna get the serial award winner. I'm gonna take this character. That character is gonna be really expensive and cost them $5 million. And then it's my turn. I might as well take this, or do I just pass to make the extra $1 million? You know, 1 million in this game isn't a lot of money. Might as well take this. So I'm gonna take this character. It's gonna cost me 3 million. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna take this character, add it to my green room. All right, now the second player already passed, so they're gonna pass again. Then it's gonna go to the next player. I guess they're gonna drop in budget because they don't have a choice. So they're gonna make 6 million. And then it comes to me, and I have no choice but to drop in budget, so that's going to give me 5. Alright, there you go. We all did our actions, we all passed, so now we're going to go to the sort of maintenance / end of season thing. Alright, so you're going to do a couple of things. Alright, sorry, so I scored for the other players just before, just so you can see. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is income and expense. So you're going to look at all your shows here and you're going to get money. So here I gain a million, so that's going to be 1. And here I also net an extra million. So I'm going to gain $2 million from the general supply. Alright, next it says score my shows. Alright, so pretty simple. You're just going to look at all your shows here and your reruns and score. Alright, so this first line here is going to give me just 7. Alright, but this line is going to give me 10, so that's 17 in total. Plus the extra 2 here is going to be 19. So you can take your marker and move up 19 spaces. Boom. Alright, so as you can see here, I'm in second. After that, you're going to age your shows. Aging your shows means moving the black marker down on all the shows, except your basic ones. These, they can just stay because they're 0. Right, so this is going to go down. It's going to go down. And these ones are going to go into the archive. Boom. Alright. And finally, you're going to set up for the next round. So you're going to do a couple of things. First, you're going to figure out the new turn order. It's going to be blue, red, and green. You always go in reverse turn order of the score. So it's going to be blue, red, and green. And next, just after the first round, some special things are going to happen. You're going to flip over this board. You don't have to flip it again for the rest of the game. All right, and you're going to see that the drop and budget is now much different. You can get a lot of points or a lot of coins. All right, after that, you're going to look at the corner here and you're going to refill the tableau. It's pretty much always going to be 4, 3, 3, and 5. So you're just going to take your cards. I'm just going to show you the first time, but after this, I'll probably just sort of run by this section here just to speed it up. So that's going to be 4 of those. It's going to be 3 ads. The Hummer. It's going to be 3 networks. 1, 2, 3. All right, 1, 2, 3. And it's going to be 5 shows. So now we're going to take it from the season 2 deck. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention, we got to move up our season tracker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these start getting better and better, and they start getting more icons at the bottom. So already, as you can see, they're starting to get 2 icons at the bottom. Right, so let's put it down. And what I like to do is separate them by time. So we have here 8, 9, and 10. So that's perfect. All right, and we're pretty much ready to start the next round. Alright, so start of round 2 and blue is gonna go first. Alright, so they're looking at the tableau. I think they already made a selection. I think they're gonna go directly and get this one because they're gonna try to get a genre bonus, and we're gonna see that later in the video when you get 3 of a specific genre. And they already have a blue one, and this is gonna be their second blue one. Now the reason they're taking this one is because it doesn't need an ad, because they're gonna use their action card that they took last time, where they can attach another 2 stars to an ad, to a show. That doesn't really have the icon. So now they're able to attach 3 stars to this show. So what they're gonna do is, boom, they're gonna go crazy. They're gonna attach all these stars. So they have their original one here. They have this one that they want to attach to a show without an ad. Well, they're not gonna attach an ad to the show. And then they have this serial award winner. So you're gonna go like this and have one amazing dexterous show. I guess that's a parody of Dexter. But anyway, so there you go. So that's their thing. They're going to slot this in at 10 p.m. So we're going to go here. Slot this in at 10 p.m. And that's going to score them a bucket load of points at the end of the season. Alright, so after blue, it is me. And I think what I'm going to do is definitely go after this 8 o'clock show, because it's the only 8 o'clock show in the tableau. And that's the only one that I need. Because my sort of 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock one are still going to generate a ton of points. So I might want to change them next round, and I do need to go for this one before this appears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Now this one needs a star, but the ad is optional. So if I look at my stars here, or my cards, alright, I can attach a star, and I can attach an ad if I want. And you know what? I'm going to do both those things. Might as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. And this one I'm going to keep in my green room. Alright, and I'm going to set this up like this. So basically I'm going to have to pay $1 million at the end of the season. But that's fine. It's going to generate me extra points here and extra income. So there you go. I'm ready to go. And this is going to go to my 8 o'clock slot. And obviously whatever you replace goes into your reruns. So hopefully by now you sort of get the gist of what we're trying to do. Alright, so now we're going to go on to the second player. And the second player needs a 9 o'clock show. And guess what? There's 2 9 o'clock shows, and they're both sports shows, and that works perfectly with these 2 items, or ads, that both require them to be attached to sports shows. All right, so that's an awesome combo right there. So I might as well do that. I mean, they're essentially exactly the same, and you know what? They like SUVs more than boats, so they're gonna take this and they're gonna get $1 million from the supply, and it's gonna go to their green room. All right, next we're gonna go to player 3, and they're pretty much out of everything. They don't have no more ads, they don't have no more stars, they have nothing. So what they're gonna do is, because they have the least amount of money and they want to get an ad before they all disappear, they're gonna grab this one, and that's gonna give them $3 million. 1, 2, 3. That's gonna go into the green room, and then it's gonna jump to red, which is me. And what do I want to do? It's looking at my tableau. I don't have an ad, but I'm not in love with this ad because it can only go to sports shows and sports. As you play this more and more, you'll realize that the rarest type of show that can come up. So I can take a chance and take it. It'll give me $1 million, but the chances I get the 3 million out of it is going to be rare. I could also get this card, which allows me to draw 2 and I keep 1, which isn't bad. But you know what? I'd rather get one of these stars before they disappear. So this one's 223. I really want a powerful one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend $5 million and get this really powerful star over here, tabloid fodder. This is really expensive, but look at that, 9 for the first 2. So I'm going to keep this one. That one's going to cost me $5 million. Boom. All right, so now we're going to go to the second player, and let's see, do they go for their show right away? No, you know what, they can. There's 2 of them, they can wait. So what they're going to do is, they don't have an actor in their supply, I guess, right now. This one's 3, 1 and 1. They're not going to spend too much money. This one's 2, 1 and 1. This is 2, 1 and 1. Might as well take this one. It's actually got a power. Maybe they can get a promo and it'll be free. So this one only costs them $1 million. I'm going to pay $1 million, keep this in their green room. Alright, it's going to go to third player. What does third player want? Third player does need an 8 p.m. show. They don't have one. They could replace their 9 o'clock show, but it's generating them 7 points, and this one would just be a net of 2 points. And plus, sports shows are really expensive to keep on the air. As you can see here, this one is $4 million. This is $3 million. Wow. So what they're gonna do is they're going to, and there's no holding cards in your hand in this game. So if you take a show, you have to develop it, right? And I don't think anyone's interested in these shows. And he definitely doesn't want the 10 p.m. one, because that's the one that he just put with a ton of his actors, the one that you can see there. So I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna go grab another character here. 1, 2, 3. They're gonna grab this one here because they didn't have an actor. In case they need a show with an actor, they'll be ready. Alright, next is gonna be my turn. Since I don't have an ad, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna play this card. So you take an action card, and exclamation means you activate it right away. And this one says draw 2. Choose one to keep, get the landing bonus from the other, and put it back in the bottom of the deck. Right, so I'm gonna play that right away. So I'm gonna draw 2 ads. All right. Ooh, I got a promo. Promos are pretty good. They're just like ads. You attach them to a thing. They're gonna give you money, and they're like an actor where they give you stuff. So this is super powerful. And I think I'm gonna keep this card, and it said that you get the landing bonus for the other one. So I'm gonna make $3 million, and I'm gonna keep this card. Right, so this one's gonna go back underneath the deck, and I'm gonna get $3 million. 1, 2, 3. That worked out pretty well. So let's go to second player, and I think they're gonna go get their sports show right now. I mean, they're both 2. This one costs more, but this one's actually gives you more points. I don't know why it costs less than this one, but let's go with this one. All right, so they're gonna take this one. It's gonna replace their default show. It's gonna go into their rerun section, and this one allows them to put in 2 ads. Let's see what they have and see if they can put both of them. Oh, you see, to put this one, and you know what they're gonna do first? Sorry, before getting this, they're actually gonna take this ad, so that next turn they can attach both of their sports ads to their sports show, and then they're gonna get all kinds of cash. All right, so this one they're gonna make $1 million. You get 1 million. They're gonna keep this, and then next turn you're gonna attach both of them to the show. All right, now it's gonna go to the next player, and what do they want to do? They can go up and get 3 points, which is, this is like an end game card. You sort of don't want this. I mean, It's straight up 3 points, or you can exchange 10 million for 10 points. This is good at the end of the game if you have a lot of cash to spend. You can exchange 10 for 10 points. They're not really interested in this guy. They don't really want to show. So just to make a lot of cash and get ready for next turn, they're actually going to pass. So they're going to go here, they're going to pass. Now they're going to choose between points and money. It's very early in the game. I think they're going to go for money. Alright, so they're going to make 10 million bucks. Alright, so they're already out. So now we're going to go to red. So now what do I want? I think I'm just going to get the character. You know, who knows? Maybe he'll come in handy later. He's kind of garbage. 2, 2, 1, and 1. He's probably one of the worst ones in the game. But let me keep him. I'm going to go to my green room. Alright, now it's going to go to the green player. And now they're going to get their show. And now they're going to attach both of their ads. So these want to go to a sports show. They want to go to a sports show. This needs 2 ads. There's 2 ads. He's going to attach it like this. So essentially at the end of the round, even though this is 3, he's going to net 3 because these 2 cancel out, and he's going to make $3 million. And he's going to make 10 points on the first round, 12 on the second. That's a lot of points. Alright, and this one needed 2 ads as you see, and they were optional, but he still added them. So there you go. He did need to spend 2 for this. I think he spent it already before when I took that turn back. I think. Let me just pay it again. I'm not sure. Somebody can correct me below. Alright, so I'm going to slot this in. Alright, so now it goes to blue, but he already passed, so it jumps back to me. Now I got a couple of options. I can pass, or I can go for one of these cards. It's $4 million the difference, or I can get an end game objective card here. You know what? Let me pass now. I'm gonna pass now so I can make my $6 million bucks. So I make $6 million. All right, then it's green's turn. He can keep going by himself until everything runs out, and that's what he's gonna do because he's the last to go and everyone else passed. So he's gonna grab this card, which is fine. Put it there. And then after it's his turn again, he's gonna grab this and gain 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And then let's see, does he want either of these? No, he does not. Actually, see, this is 10 p.m. He's making 6 points off 10 p.m. He can make 1 extra point, which not that great. Or see, this goes to 9, and he doesn't want to just overlay on top of the sports show he already just did. So he's fine. So he's gonna pass. All right, so we're gonna do exactly what we did last round. All right, so you're gonna look here. All right, you're gonna get your income. So I'm gonna score -1 here, +1, so all that's 0, +1. So I'm gonna net $1 million on all my shows. All right. Next, you're gonna score. So what am I gonna score? I'm gonna score 8 plus 8, so 16, plus 10, so that's 26, plus 1, 27. 27 plus 19 is 46. Cool. 46. All right, and then we're gonna go to end of season stuff. Oh, actually, I gotta age my shows first. So age is down, age is down, age is down. So I definitely do want a 10 p.m. show next round because this is kind of garbage. All right, and this goes down. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna score the other players, and I'll come back with the refresh. Actually, you know what? I'll come back for the start of next round because refresh is boring for you guys. It's just refilling the cards. All right, so I'll be back. All right, so start of round 3, and as you can see, green has taken a huge lead. We're gonna need to catch up. So blue is first. They're looking at the tableau. They don't need a 10 o'clock show. There's only one 10 o'clock show. You sort of always want to see that stuff. There's 2 9s and 2 8s. So they're okay for right now. They're gonna want an 8 o'clock show for sure. So they're gonna take one of these 2, and I think they're gonna definitely take this one because then they're gonna get a genre bonus right away by taking this one because it's gonna be their 3rd blue show. All right, so what they're gonna do is, because they're so behind on points, they're gonna grab an actor to try to get the most points right away. And this one's awesome because if you have it with an ad, you get the 4 points here, and he only costs $1 million bucks. So he's gonna take this character here and have to spend 1 million. Boom. All right, and then it jumps to me. And for my move, I'm definitely gonna take the only 10 o'clock show on the display because my 10 o'clock show right now is only gonna give me 1, and that is pathetic. All right, so I'm definitely gonna take this one, and plus it kind of goes with my sci-fi thing. So if I can get my 3rd sci-fi show, I'm gonna get a genre bonus as well. So this one, it needs an actor and an ad. So let's clean up here first. That's going to go to my reruns. Now anything that was previously there is just going to be discarded back into the bottom of their respective deck. Now this one's going to slot in here. By the way, I did forget to pay the $5 million for the show, so let me pay that right now. So this one needs an actor and an ad, and I think I'm going to slot in these two. Alright, so I'm going to get a ton of points for this because this guy is going to give me 5, girl, it's going to be 5 viewers, and this one's going to be 3, and then on the next season it's going to give me +9, which is huge. Alright, but to slot this in properly, to get the bonuses, I need to spend 5 million. And so there's my other 5 million. Boom. Alright, so I'm going to slot this in like this. That's going to give me a ton of points for the next 2 rounds, so I think I'm good for my 10 o'clock slot for the next couple of rounds. Alright, I'm going to put this black token, sorry for the glare by the way, I'll put the black token on the first season there. Alright, now we're going to jump to the green player. Don't forget to add this back to the deck. Alright, so what do they want to do? They're going to need a 10 o'clock and an 8 o'clock show. They don't need a 9 o'clock show because their sports show is still doing really well. So these are 9 o'clock. So they're going to take one of these two. They don't really care about either one, but what they do need is some stuff. So what they're going to do is they don't have anything great. Actually, they need to get an ad because remember their other ad card is they're going to rotate unless they have another ad card. So this one's the same exact one. They don't want that. This one actually rotate unless the show is on at 8 p.m. Well, they want an 8 p.m. show to slot in. So not a bad idea actually. So this one's the exact same thing. So you know what? They're gonna take this ad. All right, they're gonna take it and it's gonna give them $2 million. All right, it's giving them $2 million. They're kind of rich. I think they're gonna start spending money now. It's gonna go to the third player. Well, blue player. What does blue player want to do? I think blue player is gonna go get their genre bonus by getting the blue card here, and this one needs an actor and an ad. They're gonna go look at their stuff. I think they're gonna go put their Potato Nation thing right over here, and then they need to put an ad. Well, they're gonna use this one because this one you rotate unless it has an ad, which it does have an ad. So they're gonna slot that in. All right, and that's gonna be pretty good for them. All right, it's gonna put this in at 8 o'clock for them. All right, there you go. So now they're pretty much out of stuff, so they're gonna have to get some actors and ads coming up. All right, then it jumps to me. In my turn, I don't have a lot of money because I spent a lot on the on the promo. I mean, everything else is still gonna generate me a pretty decent amount of points. This is gonna be 8. I mean, I can replace it, but it's gonna give me 8 or 6, so that's not a great idea. I could replace this one, and this is gonna be 10, replacing with 8. But if I put an actor, maybe I'll get back to 10, and then this will be my sort of. So I can steal that from the green player, and I think I have to do that, or else if the green player takes this from me, I don't think I can catch up. So sure, let's do that. So this one needs an actor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Alright, this may be a mistake in the long run, but let's do it. I'm going to take this card and I'm going to slot it in at. Actually, wait, this is 8. No, I don't want the 8 o'clock one. Never mind, I wanted a 9 o'clock one. So you know what? I'm okay with that. That's not great. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this guy here. This guy dies in everything, and he only costs $1 million. And since I don't have a lot of money, I'm gonna get some of the cheaper things, right? So I'm gonna take this guy. That's gonna cost me 1 million, and I'm gonna keep this guy. Actually, I'm gonna need some ads going forward because I only have actors. Actors are great for points, but ads are great to generate money. All right, so that was my turn. Let's go on to the next player. I think he's gonna take this before it disappears. So he needs an actor and an ad. I think he's gonna go like this. So this is rotated unless he has another ad, which he does have an ad. So he's gonna go like this. And he's going to put this on at 8 o'clock. So that's actually going to be his third green. So he's actually going to get the genre bonus. This is a starting card. Let's just get rid of it. So he's actually going to get the genre bonus. Okay, so genre bonus, the first thing you do is score 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, after that, you get 2 choices. You draw 3 add cards or 3 star cards, and you pick one of them. So I think what he's gonna do is take the star cards because he has a ton of money and he doesn't need to generate the money with the other one. So what he's gonna do is gonna grab the most expensive one. This is for an action show, and this is you want to be attached on season 2 or 3. Well, we're on season 3, so if he attaches the next round, he'll be good. So I think he's gonna definitely keep the 2 to 4 guys. So he's gonna keep this guy. And the other 2 go back underneath the deck. Alright, so that was green's turn. Now we're going to go to blue. Actually, blue, I did also forget to do their genre bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry about that. So they're going to do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3. So maybe blue should have kept that guy. So you know what? Let me give that guy to blue, because blue would have done it first. Alright, so this one's actually going to green. Sorry, small retraction there. And I guess they'll take the most expensive character, because the character you get is going to be free. And this is the Sultry Sexy Lead. So we're going to take this character and put this underneath the deck. Alright, so now we'll get to blue's turn. Sorry about that, small hiccup. So what does blue want to do? Let's see, they definitely do want to get a show at 9 p.m. They don't really care which one they get. And there's 2 available, so they're in no rush to get it. So what they're gonna do is they're actually gonna grab the market research card, and this one they can discard at any point to act as if it's a bonus of any type, so they can get to that genre bonus faster. So they're gonna keep this card in front of them, and then it jumps to me. And let's see. I mean, I can grab one of these actors, but I already have 3 actors in my thing. I can prevent one of my shows from aging. This would be really, really good. So you know what? I am actually going to grab this. This is a great ability. I'm going to keep this. Let's keep that. It's going to be green's turn. Green doesn't have any ads, so might as well pick up an ad. So they're going to take this one here. So they're going to make $2 million off that. I did forget to... Sorry, got to get rid of this thing. And we're gonna season 1. This one, what is it? Their reruns. Okay. So about that. So they got their ad. They're gonna get $2 million for that. Now it's gonna go to blue. What does blue want to do? They don't have an ad either, so they're gonna take this one. It's gonna give them $2 million. Might as well get ready if they need an ad in the future. All right, jumps to me. I really wanted that ad. You see, blue took it from me because I do have a bunch of actors. I don't want it anymore. So this is use a card during rerun scoring. Each of your reruns this season scores 4 additional viewers. Wow, if I can get like a ton of shows in my rerun, I can play this and it'll score me a ton of points. Sure. Unless the show is a reality show. Rotate unless the show is reality, fills an ad slot. So this card fills in that ad slot, but it only goes with reality shows, which isn't bad actually, because if I can get this turn, maybe I will replace it. So you know what, let me take this card. It's $3 million. I'm practically broke at this point, so I'm gonna get this. So as you can see, I got a ton of actors and I have pretty much nothing else. And it's gonna go to green. Green definitely doesn't want a 9 p.m. show. They don't have that many actors, so they'll take him no matter what. That's going to be $1 million for that. Now we're going to move on to blue, who's definitely going to take a show because this is what they were waiting for. And which one do they want? This one does score a lot more points in the long run, so they're going to take the communistity, whatever it is. So that's gonna be $5 million. Get rid of that. Let's put this like this. So this one needs a star or anything else. Let's get rid of this. Let's put this like this. This is their starter thing, so just get rid of it. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna add. Well, they're not gonna attach this ad because then it's gonna have to rotate it. Right? So they're gonna keep it. And I think what they're going to do is just attach this star so that they can score a ton of points. Actually, no, they can't attach the star. This is one they want to do next turn. Never mind. So they're going to put their other star. I'm gonna put this one. There you go. Alright, then it's back to me. And now I got a couple of choices. I can grab one of these or I can pass. Now, because I'm completely broke, I'm thinking about passing because literally have 2 million bucks to my name, which is not great while everyone else has a ton of cash. But this can generate me a ton of points going forward, and I can actually slot this in right now and it'll score me a ton of points as well. But then I'll have an issue next round where I have absolutely no cash. But if I take a card, then somebody else will take this card for sure. Then somebody else is gonna pass, so I'm gonna be getting the 6 million. So is one of these cards worth $4 million? I mean, I think so. Although I can't even take this card because it needs 2 ads, and I don't even have any ads. All right, so forget about this card. Is this card worth anything to me? You know what? I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna go make my $10 million. I'm gonna go here. I'm not gonna take the points because I'm broke. I'm just gonna go get the 10 million bucks. All right, there you go. So now it's gonna go to green's turn. Green does not want this card. I think they don't want the money at all. They're rich, so they're gonna actually take this action card. All right, and then we're gonna go to blue. And blue doesn't want this card, so they're gonna pass. They're gonna make 6 million. Actually, they need the money, so they're gonna take 6 million bucks. And then green's left, and green doesn't want the show, so green's gonna pass, and green's gonna make 2 million bucks. All right, so there you go. So let's score my tableau. All right, so let's score this one. So it's gonna be 10 plus 8 is 18 plus this is gonna be 21, 26 plus 9 is 35 plus 2, 37. All right, so 37 plus 46, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 83. Boom. All right, now I get to age my shows. Go down, go down, go down. So I think I'm gonna use my anti-aging card that I took before next round on this one, because this is gonna score me almost 20 plus points on its own. So I'm gonna want to score that line twice, which would be gigantic. All right, then I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna also try to get a green card so I can get a genre bonus, and maybe I'll try to figure something out. There you go. So I'm going to score all the other players, do the end of stuff, and come back for the start of the 4th round. Alright, so start of round 4. Hopefully I calculated everyone's score correctly. So blue's going to go first, they're in last, but they're going to do some big moves hopefully this round. I'm going to do second, and green is still way ahead in first. Alright, so blue's going to go first like I mentioned. So what do they want to do? Looking at their tableau, they can pretty much do everything. They pretty much need to do everything. And they have a ton of cash, so I think they do need to generate a lot of viewers. So I think they're gonna go for an actor that can just really boost up their viewership for the next few rounds, because there's only 3 more scoring rounds. Right, so they're gonna take the dashing lead here. That's gonna cost them 5 million bucks. Right, there you go. So hopefully that'll help them out in the future. All right, so now it's back to me. And what I think I'm gonna do is, looking at my tableau here, I just really want to keep my 10 o'clock show. I could definitely change my 9 o'clock show, and I could probably change my 8 o'clock show too, because it's let's say kind of garbage right now. So that's 10. So looking at this tableau, I'm not gonna focus in on these for sure. These are the 10 o'clock shows. So there's 2 sports shows and a reality show here, and this reality show actually works really well with that actress that I picked up last time. That counts as a money on a reality show as well. But you know what? Considering I can do either of these all take ads, and guess what? I have no ads. So I think that's what I'm going to do first. I think I'm going to go get an ad. And you know what? Because there's 2 sports shows and there's 2 of them here that deal with sports, I might as well take one of these. There you go. So I'm going to take this one. This is going to give me 1 million bucks. Take this and put it in my green room. There you go. So next to green. And green pretty much wants to do the same thing. They really want a sports show so they can get a genre bonus. So they're gonna need some ads. They're gonna do the exact same thing I just did. They're gonna take this one. That's gonna give them 1 million bucks, and it's gonna go to the green room. All right, there you go. So now it's gonna jump to the other player. So what do they want to do? They need to generate a lot of stuff. So this one's rotate unless this is the only star in a show. That's pretty funny. He's the director, the writer, the editor, and the star. So he wants to be all by himself. So let's see. So for him to get a genre bonus, he's not even close to getting one. He can go get the sports ones as well, but it's not necessary for him. I mean, there's nothing great for him to do. Let's look around here. So here it's PM. Play during a show to be considered a new show as being in its preferred time slot. Not great. Play developing a show to attach a star, to use a star adding. Oh yeah, there's one thing that I keep focusing in the time. You can literally slot in any show into any time. It doesn't really matter. The only time it matters is the first season, then you lose some points. And you're gonna notice that, like, for sports shows, it's one whole point. Like, you can literally put this in at 8, 9, or 10 o'clock, and it's only a difference of one, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference in the long run. Whereas comedies do make a difference, and you see here it's like 7 and 2. It makes a gigantic difference, right? So something to keep in mind. Also, keep in mind that the blue is behind by quite a few points, and these are the only ones that take stars, and these ones all need money. All right, so they're gonna maybe focus in on these two over here, and these are both 10 o'clock shows. So you know what he's gonna do, so that he can slot in a couple of his stars into this show. He's actually gonna spend $5 million. All right, he's gonna slot this in, and he's gonna put 2 stars. All right. And the ones he's gonna put in are, because it's round 4, he's gonna get this one that's gonna keep it on this side, and he's gonna play this one that he just got, and just like that, he's gonna get an extra 10 because this one can take a star and another star. So he's gonna get 17 just for this one, and he's gonna slot this in. So let me remove one of the other ones. Boom. So it's gonna go there, and this is gonna go to the bottom of the deck. All right, there you go. So that was his move. Now it's back to me, and I could get another ad and then get a sports show next turn, so that I can put in a couple of ads. And you know what? That's what I'll do. Just before this ad disappears. Yeah. So let me get 2 million for this, and I'll get this in my green room. All right, now it's back to green. And what does green want to do? Let's see, they still want a sports show, but there's plenty of them available, so it doesn't really need this right now. Let's see. All other players immediately rotate 1 star out of your choice on an active show. That's actually not bad. It'll kind of screw us over. I think he's going to take this, and he's going to play this on the last round, or this round, so that he's going to rotate stuff that we're going to lose progress on, maybe points or whatever. So he's going to keep this. Yeah, it's gonna keep that. So now it's back up to blue. Let's see, they replaced the show. They're gonna get a ton of stuff. They're out of actors now though, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna get the gray fox here. Actually, you know what, they're gonna get the director guy. You know, he wants to be alone, but that's fine. This is for $5 million. He's probably gonna slot this guy in by himself anyway later. Alright, he's gonna take him. Now it's back to me, and I think I'm finally gonna grab one. So I think I'm gonna take this one. This is gonna cost me $2 million. So let me pay the bank. And where do I want to slot it? Let's go to my tableau here. I think I'm gonna slot in the correct time, even though it really doesn't need to go there. So I'm gonna move this over here. I'm gonna discard this. This is the starting one. Go back there. I'm gonna put this in, and this needs 2 ads. So let me put in my 2 ads. So this one is, if it's a sports show, I can keep it this way, that's fine. And as long as I have a star in my green room, I can leave it like this. Obviously I have a ton of stars, so let's leave it like this. And boom. Alright, so there you go. That's gonna generate me a lot of viewers and a lot of money. Alright, that was my turn. Oops, I did forget to add my little cube. Actually, keep in mind that we're scoring 3 more rounds, right? So we're gonna score the end of 4, we're gonna score 5, and then we're gonna score the end game. So this is perfect. This is gonna score me 12, then 14, then 13. So this, my 9 o'clock slot is pretty much good for the rest of the game, I think. Alright, so I'm gonna just focus on replacing this one with a better one, and maybe this one on the last round of the game, because I'm gonna score this line twice because of that card that I want to play. Alright, so now it's gonna be Green's turn, and he's gonna go grab his card that he wanted. Yeah, he's gonna play this one. This one here, and he's gonna get a genre bonus because of this. All right, so let's get rid of these ads from his previous stuff. So he's gonna get 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna grab 3 ads. Sure, he's gonna get 3 ads. Keep 1. I mean, none of these are great. Let him keep this one, and he's gonna make $6 million off the other 2. So put these back underneath the deck, and he's gonna make 6 million. He's so rich. He's got all the money, and there you go. All right, so that was. Oh, I forgot to add his 2 things. He wanted to put the sports show and this one. These two. He's gonna add these to his sports show that he just got. Alright, then it's gonna be Blue's turn. Now Blue's looking at this. What do they want to do? Let's see, they're scoring pretty good on 2 of their shows. I mean, they can go get the... They can try to put in 31 papers. 31 paper, what a weird name for a show. But for that, maybe they'll get another star so they could put it 2 stars. Sure, let them go grab this star. They're almost out of money though. Yeah, they're gonna get a star because they pretty much have no stars left. And maybe they're gonna pass so they can get the $10 million, or maybe they'll get the 5 points. We'll see. Alright, then it jumps to me. Now let's see, this one's gonna be great for a while. This one's great for a while. I could actually change my 8 o'clock show. I would have loved to have gotten another sci-fi show. It would have given me the genre bonus. I can also get another sports show that would be a genre bonus. None of these are really helping me, although I can get this and then get another one on the last round because one of your starting ones is a reality TV show, and this one, you know, I can slot in that special girl that I have, which would satisfy this, but it doesn't generate a lot of points. But then I can just, you know, cancel it right away, and although it is 13 on the next round, which isn't bad. So should I take it, or should I take something else? Because I know everyone else is not really interested. I think they're okay for the rest of their stuff. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe take one of these. So I think I'm gonna take I'll take the preferred time slot one. Maybe it'll help me out in the last round of the game. Alright, so I'm gonna put it here. Alright, so now it's gonna be Green's turn, and I think Green's gonna take this one here, and then it's gonna be Blue, and I think Blue's gonna pass, right? Because they're out of cash. They're gonna need some cash in the last round of the game, so they're gonna actually take the $10 million. So that they could have also taken the 5 points, but you know what? They have absolutely no money and they need some for the last round. Alright, then it's gonna jump to me. And you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to... I got a ton of cash, so I don't really need to race for that money, and the 2 points doesn't really affect me that much. I think I'm gonna take this card and put in 2 stars. Alright, and this one goes in at 10, but I think I'm not gonna put in at 10. I'm gonna use that card that I just got. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, let me look at my stars here. I got a ton of stars. I think what I'm going to do is, it says this one, rotate your choice. I think I'm going to rotate it like this, so it can score me 4 points extra here. And then I'm going to put in this guy over here. Alright, and I'm going to keep my reality star for the last round. Maybe I can get a reality TV. Although, no, this is not the one I wanted. I wanted the reality TV one. Sorry about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just put in my reality TV star. Now she lets me break the rules for this one because she lets you fill in an ad slot with her. So she acts like an ad slot for reality TV. See, reality TV, she's an ad. I think that's how you play it. Somebody can write down below if I'm playing it wrong. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slot her in like this. And I don't have an ad, so I'm going to keep it like this, which is fine. Because next turn she's going to give me 17, which is really high. This turn, not so much. It's only going to give me 12. but I am going to be replacing a 10, right? So I'm going to replace this one here. So let's get rid of this. Slot this in. This would have cost me $2 million. I've got to pay. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Although this is also giving me 3 points. So technically, I netted $5 million. And let's just get rid of this stuff. This. And this. Alright, so now it's going to be Green's turn. And Green's looking at this. Actually, they do need to replace their last show. So they're lucky that this came out, because their 10 o'clock show is kind of garbage. And I wasn't really paying attention on their play. But they're going to take this. They're going to look at their stars. They're going to slot in a couple of stars onto this one. And I think they're going to put in their sultry lead with their public television legend here. They're going to replace their 10 p.m. slot. And this is going to go away. And this one's going to score extra points. There you go. So let's put it back. Boom. Just like that. Alright, so blue already passed and it's going to come to me. Do I want this? No. I'm going to pass as well. Alright, so do I want 2 points or $6 million? You know, right now I think I'm good. I'm at $11 million. Do I just take the 2 points? I think I will. So I'm going to take the 2 points. I don't think $6 million is going to be that much of a difference. And then Green, I mean, he might as well take it. I mean, there's no downfall of him. Actually, he's going to pay $1 million. You know what? He's going to pay $1 million. He's so rich, it doesn't really matter. He's going to pay $1 million. Then it's going to be his turn again. He's going to pass, and that's going to net him $2 million. All right, there you go. All right, so that was the end of the fourth round. There you go, fourth round. So we're going to do these steps in order. All right, so first this is the income. So this is going to be $2 million minus 1 is $1 million, and this is nets to 0. So I'm going to make $1 million. All right, next I'm going to score my shows. So this is going to be 1822 plus 12 is going to be 34 plus 3, 34, 37 plus 9, 46, 46 plus 5, 51. Did I count that right? That's a lot of points. That is a lot of points. So 51, that's incredible. Yeah, so 51. So 1. So 86 plus 50 is going to be, let's see, 106, 136. So 136, and I'm going to get my 100 point chip. Boom, just like that. Now I am going to use that card that lets me not age my show. So I'm going to play this card here. All right. Basically, when you play a card, just toss it into this card. So I'm not going to age this show over here, but I'm going to age my other shows. It's going to come down. It's going to come down. Yeah. So age my shows and then set up for next season. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score the other players and come back for the start of the 5th round. Alright, welcome to round 5, which is the last round of the game. Alright, so I'm already set up here. So blue is going to go first. Now what's interesting is we're actually tied, green and red. So red goes first because I passed before green, and this is the tiebreaker if you're on the same score of the game. Alright, so blue's up first. I think what they're going to do definitely is grab the promos, because the promos are great. Not only do the promos give you a lot of money, but they give you just a ton of points. All right, so they're going to take this one. It's going to give them $1 million, but they're going to have to generate some cash because to play it does take $5 million. But they have $13 in their supply. They're going to see what they can do. They have a ton of stars in that promo. They can score big in the last 2 rounds. All right, so that was their turn. Then it's going to be my turn. Now, I got so many options. I could get this to score my genre bonus. I can get this to score my genre bonus, and I can get this to score my genre bonus. So I'm in absolutely no rush. I can pretty much score my genre bonus in multitude of ways. My only problem though is that these two require ads. This one especially needs 2 ads, and I don't think I can get 2 ads unless I get both of these. So I can take one, hope that they both pass on both, and then get the other one. But then I'm sort of dictating what I want to do, or I just get one and then spend my next turn grabbing one of these 2 cards. So I definitely need an ad, so I might as well go for it here. 8 p.m. show, 9 p.m. show. Don't really care which one I get. Let me just take the let me just take this one. It doesn't really matter which one I get. So this one's gonna make me $2 million bucks. So I'll take that, and I'll put this in my supply. All right. So now looking at green. What does green want to do? Green needs to replace his 8 o'clock show. He's not close to getting any genre bonus. He already got 2 genre bonuses this game for green and sports. So he's pretty much has no chance of getting, unless he gets both of these greens, then he can get his 5x genre bonus. And maybe he'll try to do that. Because then he has a ton of money. He can exchange all his money into points at a 4-3 rate. And that'll probably make him win if he's able to get both of these. So that, I think, is his game plan. So I think he's going to go for it right away. So let's see. What does he have in his possession? He's going to need, he's going to need 2 stars and 2 ads. Well, I guess that's what he's going to do. He's going to grab the ad here. So he's going to have his 2 stars and his 2 ads. So this is going to give him his $2 million bucks. And there you go. So that's his turn. So he's going to eye to get both of these. He has the minimum requirements to get both. So maybe his next 2 moves are going to be grabbing this and this. And then he'll get his 5x genre bonus. Alright, but before it's his turn, it's going to be Blue's turn. And what does Blue want to do? I mean, Blue could also get the blue card. And then he has the 1x card that gives him a free genre bonus. So he's gonna get to his 5x genre bonus 2 with this one, but he's gonna need more money because he doesn't have enough money to exchange it, right? So what he's gonna do is actually gonna grab this card here, which just gives him $5 million straight up. Right, there you go. And then it's my turn. And what do I want to do? You know, looking at this tableau, I think my best move might be to grab this so that my next show can replace the one that's moving down. And I'll show you why. I think I'm going to do this. And basically what this does is I can score one of my shows right now, but then I have to age it. But that's I'm okay with that because I'm pretty much going to replace that show either way. So I can get some extra juicy points from that show. Alright, so I'm going to do that. You have to play right away because there's the exclamation point. So I get to score one of my shows. And I think because this one's only good for one more time and then it's going to be garbage on the last end game scoring, I'm going to score this one. Alright, so this is going to give me 22 points. Alright. So 1, 2, so 58. Boom. Just like that, I gain 22 points, but it's going to age the show. But that's okay because my next show, I'm going to definitely replace this one. And that's fine because these two are good for the next round. These two are good, so I'm pretty good. Alright, so that was my turn. I grabbed that card. And green wanted to get these 2 cards so he can get his 5x genre bonus, and that's what he's going to do. So you definitely wants to replace the 8 p.m. one first, but both of these are 9 p.m., which is not good. But you know what? This is only a 2-point difference, so he's like, who cares? So what he's going to do, he's going to take this one, and he's going to put his 8 p.m. card on there, because this one's going to go in at 8 p.m., and this one needs a star as well. And he's going to put this garbage star. It's fine. The cost also negates itself. He's going to place this at his 8 o'clock. So let's get rid of these 2 cards. This goes under here. This is going to go under here. And that's going to go on his board. Alright. Yeah, so he just needs one more green to get his 5x bonus, which he's probably gonna get. Then we're gonna jump to blue. Yeah, blue. And what I think what blue's gonna do is he can go get this now. He's just thinking, is there another way for him to get money? Because if he gets this, then he's gonna get his 5x bonus. He's gonna end up spending a lot of money. He might as well do it now. I think that's probably his best bet because he's not interested in any of these. He's just gonna go for this one. Actually, could he get another of these? I think he can. Let me just look at his board for a second. So, but that's far away. Let's see. This one needs an ad and a thing. While this show's in your lineup, you may move any of your shows between time slots. Well, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think what he's gonna do is gonna put in his promo and then his actor director because he's gonna be by himself. So that's what he's gonna do. So he's gonna spend $5 million for this. And then he's going to spend $5 million to get the promo in as well, because that's going to cost 5. And then he's going to slot this in. Move this stuff around. Alright, now what he's going to do, he's actually going to hold on to this. He's going to wait at the last second to play that card, so he can get more, let's see if he can get more money or something. Because he doesn't have a lot of money, he's going to be doing the exchange for not a lot of points. So he's going to see if he can do something better. Alright, then he's going to jump to me. That was Blue's turn. Alright, and I get to take one of these. And I think I'm definitely going to take the sports. Actually, this one I can't take because it's a double. I'm going to have to take this one. But it's still going to give me a genre bonus. But I would have loved to get this one because it's, as you can see, already it's a difference of 3 plus 3. It's an extra 6 points I would have got. But I'm actually going to be saving some money in the long run. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to slot it in. All right, this one wants to go in at 9. And let's see, this one's 17. This one's 14. You know what? I'm good. Actually, I wanted to replace this one. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my PM card here so I can play it in its preferred time slot, whatever. Get rid of this. Put this in. This one just needs an ad. This one says rotate unless it's at 9. That's fine, I'll rotate it. And this one's going to go... Oh, I did forget to remove these down last time. Alright, now I'm going to get a genre bonus because I'm going to have 3, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, as you see. So what do I get for my genre bonus? I think what I'm going to do is take an ad. So I'm going to take 3 ads. I think I'm going to keep... Wow, they're all the same. Unless you have ads, 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Wow, these 2 cards are exactly the same. So I'm going to keep this one. And I'm going to gain $4 million from this one. From these 2. But that's going to give me 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it gives me 4. 1, 2, 3, and $4 million bucks. Alright, so that was my turn. Now what does Green want to do? Green wants this one to get his 5x genre bonus. And I think he's going to get it now. Before it goes away. So he's gonna take this. It's gonna cost him 5 million. Whoop. And where does he want to slot it? I think he's gonna grab these 2 and put it over here. This is gonna unfortunately flip over because he doesn't have any stars left in his green room. So that's gonna flip over like that. So it's kind of pointless, but he just needs it because it's a requirement on that one. All right. So this one, I mean, it's gonna score 11 and 14. So he's gonna look at his board. So that's 10 and 16. He's actually going to replace the one that he just put in, I think. Because, actually, on the second round, it scores much more. So never mind. He's actually going to replace his bottom one. Right, he's going to put this on the side. These are 2 stars that get kicked out. Alright. And... that's going to give him his 5x genre bonus. So for 5x genre bonus, you still score 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. And you get the bonus again. So let him get the 3 ads. I'm going to show you why in a couple of seconds. So he's just trying to generate the most money possible. So he's going to keep this one. He's going to generate an extra 5 million. Let's put this back down. So give him 5. And now... if you look, he can, because it's a 5x genre bonus, he gets to exchange $4 million for 3 viewers. And I think he's just gonna go crazy and spend all his cash, but he's so rich. Not sure how he has so much money. I think I may have forgotten to pay for some of his stuff during the game. Alright, so let's see. He's got 5, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25, 5, 30. So 30, if he's exchanging at a 4 to 1, 4 to 3. Oh boy. So this is going to be 2 points. 6 points. That's going to be So 6 points, 6 points, 6 points, so 12. That takes care of this. Then this is another 6. There you go. So he's got 6. You know what? He's gonna get another 3. Boom, just like that. He's right on my heels. Right on my heels. All right, there you go. That was his turn. Now it's gonna go to the blue player. I think what they're gonna do is they're just gonna play this action card. Doesn't really matter. They're gonna grab another actor, see if they can slot them in, and it takes it for free. All right. Actually, another thing I didn't think of, you might lose a few points, is you do need to pay your shows, your income and expenses at the end of the round. And if he has to pay expenses with no money, then he's gonna lose some points. But it's still worth it, a 4-3 thing. All right, so now it's my turn, and I mean, there's not much I can do. I don't really want an ad. I don't really want anything here, so I'm gonna pass. But I'm gonna take, instead of the money, I don't need the money. I'm gonna take the 5 viewers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it's gonna be green's turn. I think green's gonna pass as well. 1, 2. And blue's kind of sad. I don't know what he's gonna possibly do at this point. Oh boy. Did they get another genre bonus? I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna do the same move that green just did. They're gonna use that card to get the 5x genre bonus. So it's gonna score 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they're gonna do it on 3 network cards, and hopefully they can get an end game scoring card. That'll help them out. They're actually gonna take this one, the knockoff card. It's like one of the best cards in the game. So they're gonna keep that. They're gonna get rid of these ones. They're gonna use this card. They haven't used it in the game, but they're gonna use it to generate another 2 viewers. And are they gonna pass now? I think they're gonna pass. So it's just gonna generate them 2 million. Oh, actually, wait, I forgot to pay for their points. So unfortunately, he only has 8. He has 8 money, so that's gonna generate 6 points. And then he passes, so he's gonna get $2 million back. I think that's it. All right, so let's score. Well, let's do our income and all that stuff first. So this is gonna be, I'm losing 1. I'm generating 2, so I'm still generating 1 and another 1 here, so that's gonna be $2 million for me. All right, let's do that quick for the other players. So net 0, plus 1 minus, so he has to pay 1. Thankfully he had $2 million, so he's done with that. And then, oh boy. So what's funny is the blue has to pay 5. But he only has $2 million left. Alright, so he's gonna lose 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Well, that sucks. Alright. And then we're gonna score. Alright, so let me score mine. So it's gonna be 14 plus 15 is 29. Plus, so 39 plus 7 is gonna be 46. Wow, that's a lot. 46 plus 3 is 49. Wow. Wow. All right, so 49. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 40 more is going to be 117. I hope I'm doing that right. But now I passed 0 again, so I'm going to be on the 200 point side. There you go. Alright, I'm going to score the other players, and then I'll be right back for the end game scoring. Alright, so it's the end of the game. Sorry, we have to go in. So instead of refilling the market here, you go to the end game, and you're going to score your shows again. You're also going to score for your actors in your green room, I believe, for 1 point each, and your extra money is just for a tiebreaker. Alright, so I already did that for the other 2 players. As you can see, they sort of passed me. Green is up way ahead, but I'm going to have my things left to score. I don't know if I'm going to catch up. I did not actually calculate his endgame card left. So if I get close, he's probably going to beat me because he has a endgame scoring card. Alright, so let's see. What am I going to score? I think for this one, I'm definitely going to use my card. And I'm going to use it on the blue player because he generates 18 on his 8 o'clock show. So I'm going to use this card to generate 18 for this card over here. Alright, so that's going to be 18. 18 plus 13 is 31. Plus 12. 41, 43. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and that's exactly 50, and I'm here. Unfortunately, I scored 3 more points. I'm gonna score for my stars. 1, 2, 3, and I think that's it. I can't really score anything else, so green's gonna definitely take it. He's up by a lot. He did actually even not score his extra card here, which would have gave him an extra 1, 2, 3, so 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, he definitely destroyed us. He played really well, or I played really well for him. And there you go. So that's how you play the networks. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if I made any mistakes. I maybe forgotten to pay for some of green stuff. It's hard to manage all this stuff, so maybe that's why he had extra cash. But you know, he won by so much. I don't think I would have had a chance either way. All right, so let me know what you think. We'll see you in the next one. Later.